All right. Let's dress up. Let's dress Kenya. You've just been told that we have stuff in Kenya that we should be proud of. Yeah, and this was made locally, right?
Yes.
So, code. That's code, yeah? Ready, set, code. Ask me about Moringa.
Yes.
Not me. I have someone to ask. So if you have a question on Moringa, do send it to us on KUTV Kenya social media platforms. That's a very beautiful t-shirt from Moringa. Asante sana, Moringa. And also this is locally. So I think we are still on set with what Miss Mariam just spoke about here. You know, buy Kenya, make it Kenya, and everything here to tuze vitu za kwetu. Welcome back to #Biashara Tuesday. We are here on matters of business, the economy and technology. Right about now, let's delve into much more in technology, the role of tech in growing the economy. I know right about now we have moved to a digital era, especially after COVID. Most services went online, e-commerce. Who is building these platforms? And what is the role of technology? What percentage of tech will contribute to the growth of the economy and the turnaround of the situation? I know many businesses have benefited from that digital transformation, taking their services online, leveraging the power of social media, creating websites. But who's creating these websites? Some of the people who are creating them are from Moringa. Surprise. Moringa School. That's where all the tech talent, or the best of the tech talent, is currently from. Yes. So Yahalo Tieno, who's a brand ambassador, or who's an ambassador for Moringa School, is here with me. He's been here before to speak matters of startups and the startup ecosystem in Kenya, and Halt Prize as well, our good friends from Halt Prize. Right now we want to get into this conversation on the role of technology. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me, Richard.
How's it been?
It has been a minute. It has been good.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
CG, I should have actually worn this and then to engage on air while we're both having
But it's okay.
But it's all right. I'll wait next week.
Yes.
Yeah. So, how is Ecobana?
Ecobana so far so good.
Yeah.
They are participating in the virtual phase of the accelerator competition. Hopefully on 25th they will be traveling to Boston. Now for the physical phase of the accelerator competition.
All right. So check me out in Boston. I'll be there virtually as well. Moringa School.
Yes.
What is Moringa School? What does Moringa School do? Because people know Moringa. Some people know Moringa from the plant.
Yes.
The Moringa plant. Yeah.
Yes.
At first, when I heard of Moringa School a few years ago, I thought it's a school where I'm going to be taught things to do with agriculture, kienyeji, mambo kienyeji. But Moringa School is all about code and all about tech.
Yes.
What has it been doing, and what impact has Moringa School had so far?
Well, Moringa School is a learning accelerator. Basically, what they are doing mainly is to realign to reshape how tech is being taught in Africa. And they are doing this by specifically ensuring that they are teaching skills that are market-driven. In a way that a graduate from Moringa School is a graduate who goes to the work station. For instance, they are in partnership with the likes of Safaricom, I&M Bank, Salam Insurance, and so many other, and also Microsoft.
Right.
So you find a scenario whereby a graduate from Moringa School, as soon as they graduate, they are good to go. They don't need to look for any other experience, because the way Moringa School teaches people interested in tech, it's hands-on. You are getting the real experience, the real life experience, real life simulation of what you will be doing in the field. So that's when you come out of the school, you're good to go. You're not
going to need to just enroll then again in another undergraduate or bridging course and all of that.
Yes.
Now, since Moringa School is really good at that so far, what can we do, you think, in other institutions such as Kenyatta University, University of Nairobi, to enable capacity to the level of Moringa?
Well, the trick is very simple. I think other institutions need to look at what do the market need currently. It's very unfair to the student to teach them what was taught to their parents 20 years ago. Those information, as much as they are good, but they are not relevant in the current. We have new challenge. You have COVID in place. So you find a scenario whereby you taught you're teaching me skills that were useful when you are getting independence. Currently we are over 60 years old, almost 60 years. Almost 60 years. We need new trendy skills that are able to solve the current problem. That's why most youths are finding it hard to get employment, because they don't have skills that are able to solve the current problem. Yet in real sense, you have so many problems that need solution.
Right. Yes. So we need to also change the curriculum. How it is in high institutions of learning. as you've mentioned that some students are being taught things that were taught to their parents.
Yes.
And I can attest to that as someone who's gone through the public institution
Yes.
of higher learning in
Yes.
Kenya.
Yes.
I was taught, half of my curriculum sometimes was, stuff that was taught 20 years ago.
True.
Right?
Actually, I think tech is good because tech is dynamic. After every 10 years, there's a new technology out there. So I think also any other institution that is involved in tech or teaching tech, they should always refresh their syllabus or their course outline, the work they are supposed to cover for you to be a tech person every 10 years, so that you are up to date, so that somebody is always have all the skills that they need on their fingertips.
Right, because tech moves really fast, right?
Really fast.
Right.
The technology 2 years ago and currently are completely two different things. For instance, a few years ago, mobile development was a huge thing, but currently is no longer relevant.
Right.
Currently, people are moving now to web development.
Right.
And that's some of the trends that are there in the world of tech.
Right. Web apps are becoming a thing as
Yes,
well.
they're
Right.
currently the big thing, actually.
Okay.
Yes.
So as we continue to, tell people to embrace tech and move into tech and try to get to technology, to get themselves tech skills, right?
Yes.
Technology skills,
Yes.
or to become technologically savvy.
Yes.
What opportunities are there for them in the tech space in Kenya?
There are so many opportunities. First and foremost, we can need to ask ourselves a simple question. Are there problems we are facing as a nation? The answer is yes. In the health industry, we have so many. They still need for virtual diagnosis, like for COVID. Can people come up with ways that somebody can be diagnosed virtually without or remotely? Also in the transport, also in the e-commerce. There are so many opportunity, and people need to just be innovative and also inventors, so that they can look at the challenges that are around us and use technology to basically solve those problems.
Right.
And then those will create opportunity, employment opportunity, and many other opportunities that come along with.
So you're saying as long as we have problems,
Yes.
we have opportunities.
Exactly.
Right.
So that is a simple trick.
And tech is, of course, solving all across this, from agriculture
Yes.
to, as you said, medical, virtual
Yes.
testing,
and
all of
actually, there's a big opportunity in blockchain. Blockchain is things to do, like it was primarily built for cryptocurrency, and the cryptocurrency we know is Bitcoin. But what you don't know is that even now the new kid in M-Pesa platform, the global pay,
Visa virtual card,
the virtual card,
Yes.
it uses blockchain. So that tells you how there's a lot of opportunity for people in tech. They can dive in and figure out how do they take advantage of the blockchain technology.
Okay.
Yes.
Some of these technologies, very exciting, of course. We'd love to have them in the country.
Yes.
But the biggest focus of a nation is how do we grow our economy?
Yes.
How does this contribute back to the economy? So does tech play a role in growing the economy, and how so?
Actually plays a huge role. For instance, tech could really make things faster. Currently, we are in the phase whereby people need things like instantly. So tech make things possible. Even right now, for me to pass this information, we are using tech.
Yeah.
So what is left for us to really see that really accelerated growth in the economy is for us to use this technology in the best way we can. One, by ensuring that we have the right skill that we need, and all the youths to ensure that they don't just wait. Like if you end up in a good institution and come up with a degree, try to solve a problem. And another benefit that we can say with the technology brings about is about quality. I'm telling you, the level of the clarity, even people watching us, was way much better compared to years back. We used to have black and white. So
Right.
those are development. You realize there's now actually in the media industry, there's a wide opportunity, because even people in social media, we have people like the Crazy Kena. Technology create opportunity.
Using social media,
Yes.
to build an economy.
To build an economy.
Yes.
There are so many opportunities that, and there's so many ways that people can harness technology for the development of the economy.
Right.
Yes.
That's great. Now, what trending technologies, someone who's been actively here now, what are some of those trending technologies that as a country we should not miss out on, because other countries I know
Yes.
that may be a bit advanced than us?
Yes.
And how can everyone now, including my mom who's at home,
Yes.
be involved in this digital transformation for an individual and also for the greater good of the economy?
So the first thing that I'll say, one, if you're not if you don't have the technical skills in terms of in technology, first thing is get those skills. It's very important. You won't really understand so many things if you don't know those
Until you have
skills.
the skills.
So if you can sign up to a class, join KU, join Moringa, or join any other platform. And actually, before I continue, there's something that was happening in Parliament. There was a bill that was, if it went through,
The ICT bill.
yes, it will make it compulsory for you to be now recognized as somebody who is a coder or is somebody who is a data scientist. You have to get a degree and
be
go
registered.
be registered and all that. But
Yes.
it never went through. Means now there's opportunity for anybody. You can go to online and just sign up to a program, and as soon as you have those skills, you're good to go. There are so many like COVID brought about remote, now people working virtual and things like that. There are so many opportunity there, and also and those are some of the trends. And also artificial intelligence, and then hyper automation. Those are some of the benefits, some of the trends that are already there, and people need to chip in and figure out how can they harness at least one or two benefit out of that.
And as you mentioned earlier, also blockchain.
Yes.
Cryptocurrencies are becoming quite a thing.
It's a big deal currently, although some few bucks it really faced a huge setback, but it's the next big thing. Currently, digital currency is the next big thing, and if you're in tech, you need to ensure that you're in that space. Also, things to do with cyber security and things like that. Those are some of the trends that are already in the market that people need to chip and really get a skill and figure out how you can play a role in that. Yes.
All beautiful things, all really beautiful things,
Yes.
but there must be risks, right?
Absolutely.
So what kind of risks are we facing with advancement in technology, and is there a way we can prepare ourselves?
Well, the biggest risk is us. Sisi wenyewe having unethical tech practitioners in the market, and then also things with cyber hacking.
By unethical, what do you mean?
Unethical are people who do not really align themselves to the ethical practices of using tech. For instance, I should not be able to, if I have the technical skills, or maybe if you are using a pesetter, I should not use that skill to like interfere with it.
Okay.
But find people, if you're using a peset and things like that, or somebody comes and
hacks it,
a system and things like that.
Right.
So that's the biggest risk. Also, we have issue with the Communication Authority of Kenya is really doing a good job in protecting our children. That's also another risk. Children are really exposed to content that if parents do not control, they might end up really getting messed up as far as the information they're getting exposed to.
Right. Information, cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying is also actually something about cyberbullying. Bullying in general. Actually, it's people don't talk about it. People talk about mental health and things like that, but people don't acknowledge, don't know that cyberbullying and bullying in general is the big thing. It's one of the things that is really eating us deep from inside. Yes.
Right. People are getting bullied.
Yes.
How can we protect ourselves from such cases of hacking, cyberbullying, children being exposed to content that is not good for them on the internet, or cyber terrorism?
Well, it's very simple. If you're a parent, things to do with cyber. If you're a parent, always activate a parental control. All these platforms like Facebook always have that.
Even Netflix.
Or even Netflix.
Yeah.
And even your TV you can always have parental controls on, so that your child can only access certain TV stations. Number two, if you're an elder like me and you're on Facebook and somebody is really abusing you, that is bullying. You need to just report the person, or you change the setting, like from public to maybe private, and say who can comment on maybe a status, or who can do ABCD, and with that you can really protect yourself. Another thing, talk about it. If you don't talk about it, we do not know if it's happening. And the more we talk about it, the more these culprits are going to be out in the plain, and the law will take care of them.
Right.
Yes.
How does the future look like from the eyes of someone like yourself who's actively in technology?
Well, the future is bright, and the possibilities are endless. We are currently in 4G. In the next few years, we're going to have 5G is the norm. Currently, a few years ago,
4G was a dream.
4G was like, wow, you mean 4G? But I'm telling you, in the next 2 to 3 years, we are going to have 5G
as a
normal thing.
Yeah.
And also, currently, flying cars very soon is going to be something normal. I'm aware that Kenya Airways already in plans of ensuring that we have flying taxis and things like that. We're also going to look at scenario whereby virtual reality is going to be even now finer. Like you're going to like be here and you can see somebody like
In Europe.
In Europe, like in a virtual form, of course. Also robots, like basically you're going to have self-driving cars and things like that. You're going to have so many things that are automated. And even now, the digital currency, the payment platform, e-commerce is going to be way much faster and smoother and most importantly, more secure.
More secure.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
What is your call now to maybe someone who's like, hiyo mambo ya teknolojia ni ya vijana, hiyo mambo ya watoto, watu wanapenda tu kukaa kwa screen.
Yes.
How can you entice them? Someone like my aunt who's 38 years old, and they're like, hiyo mambo ya technology hapana. Because they need to know, because it's affecting them. They might be hacked, they might be scammed, and they're not aware that maybe getting a few skills is also important for them.
Well, it's very simple. One, maybe before I say one, is a few years ago, going to school was like a luxury. Like in the 1930s, it was a luxury. Like, it's for maybe in a family, you're like, out of you, we need to attend shule. But currently, it's something like you must have it. So I'm also telling them that in the next couple of years, if you're going to be here for, let's say 5 years, it's going to be like compulsory, because currently people are using phone. That's a computer already. That's a portable computer. People are using, they are consuming this through the television. That's like, it's literally part of their life. And it will be so bad, they will feel literally left out if they don't take advantage of it and basically learn. So it's very simple. Actually, people tend to believe that tech is just for certain group, for geniuses.
Yes.
People who are lonely.
Geeks and nerds.
Geeks and nerds. But it's not. I'm not a nerd, and I believe I'm my path to maybe exploring my genius capability. But it's for everybody. If I can be here and talk about tech, then you can also start something as far as tech is concerned. Enroll to maybe for basic. You can enroll to computer packages. Very basic. You need to enroll to a good institution and just do the basic computer so that you can know how to use maybe a laptop, a computer comfortably. It's very sad that in this century somebody is really finding hard to use a simple thing as a word.
Right. It's
very sad. Somebody is struggling to send an email, a formal email. It's very hard. Somebody is trying to even change the font from caps to now to. It's very.
That's also a problem.
That's a problem. That tells you that it's very sad. And these are things that you can learn if you have YouTube. Take advantage of YouTube. If you can't afford school, get data, go to YouTube and just type how to use a computer.
And you learn.
Yes.
Right.
And actually, to tell you that it's the next big thing, Microsoft came in Kenya.
Yeah.
And not just in Africa, but in Kenya.
In Kenya.
And it's currently partnered. Actually, it's also partnered with Moringa School.
Google as well.
Also came in Kenya. And it's partnering a couple of it. That tells you how themselves they have seen this, the next potential, like the next opportunity that is going to be, and it will be so bad for you
to miss out
in that.
Man,
this is a huge cake. Hurry with your knife and cut your piece.
Cut your piece, yeah.
Yes.
This cake is enough for everyone.
Absolutely.
Hurry up. And I also I tell when I'm speaking to people who are older.
Yes.
Let's say my parents' age.
Yes.
When they are maybe complaining about technology is tough, I cannot learn this, I cannot learn that. I ask them how easy it is to access the M-Pesa toolkit. Because those steps are so many, but all of them, including Mama Mboga, anajua nikienda nilipa pochi, alafu nifike.
Actually, that's technology, and if they are able to use that, then they should have faith that they are able to use even these things that look difficult.
Right.
Maybe now that you have people who are older than you, I think also as youths, the little knowledge you have about tech, share it.
Pass it on.
Pass it on. You are going to be better. Even the way you are, like the moment you talk about tech, the moment you research about tech for the purpose of teaching other people, you're going to be so good at it, and gradually the interest is going to grow. And that's a trick that they can also use, and gradually they find themselves in the world of tech.
Right.
Yes.
That is nice. The role of technology in growing the economy and also to improve yourself. So make sure you're getting that. And now I think it's important, since Moringa ametusaidia na very good apparel here, maybe tell people how they can go to Moringa if they want to. It's a trusted institution.
Absolutely.
With people who are out there already doing great, working in some of those companies you mentioned, Microsoft, Google. Kama mtu anataka kwenda Moringa, mimi nishaanza na t-shirt. What can they do?
Very simple. Moringa School are located along Ngong Road at Ngong Lane Plaza, just behind the KISM towers. You can't miss it. or you can call me so that I'm an ambassador. So, but definitely you can call me on 0791. Can I give my number?
Definitely.
0791 150 155, and then I will guide you on how to get assistance you need and also how to start your journey in tech. Maybe before I finish, Moringa School offers us a scholarship opportunity, 100%, 70, 50, and 30%, depending on how good you are and how really needy you are. So if you are a student in university, fresh from high school, and you're interested in tech, and you feel like, I don't have that money, because it's not cheaper, by the way. Good things really have to cost you a lot of money.
So it's not cheap. Yeah,
so
good things.
If you really deserve it, Moringa are able to give you a scholarship, either full, partial, and also for people who are like, I'm busy, I can't afford to go to class. There's a part-time mode, but you can just learn maybe virtual. There's a hybrid, of course, but there's also there's a full-time, and also there's a part-time.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
So just reach out to me. More available on all social media platforms is